Today, I want to share something that surprised even those who have followed Can Yaman since the beginning of his career. We are not talking about scandals or photo shoots, but about a profound change. Discipline, silence, family, and for the first time, a real desire to become a father. In an interview with an Italian magazine, Can explained that he no longer lives with the noisy energy of the past. His life now rests on 3 pillars: hard work, strict routine, and constant preparation. He says he does not rely on luck or on his appearance, and that what truly speaks for him is his daily effort, training, studying, staying consistent. What stands out the most is his view of the future. Fatherhood is no longer a romantic fantasy, but a serious responsibility. Without dramatic statements, he wonders where his child would grow up and what language he would speak. Turkey, Italy, or Spain. 3 very different paths, and he seems to seek a mature choice, not an emotional impulse. This transformation also affects the way he sees love. The impulsive Can from past years is gone. Now he defines an ideal bond as the ability to live in silence together, share simple days, and laugh in a peaceful home, far from the media noise. Some believe this change is related to Sarah Bluma. Others claim he had already matured on his own, and she simply appeared at the right moment. His response, however, is silence. Perhaps the clearest message. Professionally, he no longer wants to be the romantic comedy guy. He seeks more intense projects, international action roles, complex characters, and dreams of roles that show strength, mystery, and maturity. This is why he has chosen work outside Turkey and gives fewer interviews. He says his words have been manipulated and now prefers his work to speak for him. We are clearly witnessing a new phase. Discipline instead of spectacle. Family instead of ego. Silence instead of controversy. We don't know what will come first. A major international film, a completely different role, or even a child. But one thing is evident. Can no longer behaves like a star adapting to success. He acts like a man building his own path. And now the question, if that child ever comes, where should they grow up? In Turkey, Italy, or somewhere unexpected? Sometimes people talk about Demet Özdemir as if she were a fictional character created to fuel romantic theories and endless gossip, instead of seeing her for what she is. A woman with her own career, clear decisions, and an identity that needs no validation from anyone. A greeting, a photo, or simply attending the same event is enough for the media to invent a new relationship. People joke that if Demet says hello to someone, she's already engaged. And although exaggerated, it's not far from the reality around her. What many refuse to accept is that Demet does not orbit around any man, not Can, not Çağatay, not anyone else. She is focused on her career, new projects, personal growth, and family. Many describe her as strong, independent, disciplined, a woman who advances without asking permission and without using her private life to fuel fame. And realistically, that strength is what brought her so far. Some laugh at constant speculation, while others ask that she be left in peace. Her value is not defined by the men around her, but by who she is. Her silence is also striking. Not avoidance, but protection. The public demands constant declarations. Confirm, deny, explain. As if privacy were a public obligation. But she refuses to play that game. She chooses when to speak and refuses to offer headlines for free. That irritates many, because the public prefers celebrities who surrender to spectacle, not women who set boundaries. It is also worrying how some sectors try to blame her for media stories she did not create. If a rumor spreads, it's her fault. If someone mentions her, she allegedly provoked it. If there's controversy, she must clarify. Yet when men are involved in gossip, nobody demands public statements. The emotional independence of a successful woman seems more disturbing than a real scandal. And the reason is simple. Demet does not need to reflect anyone. She has her own light. The same happens when supposed partners appear. A footballer is mentioned, and suddenly narratives emerge. Too young, unfaithful, seeking fame beneath her level, as if her choices needed public approval. Wishing her someone better sounds like a compliment, but actually objectifies her. What truly matters is that she continues rising professionally without getting distracted, signing contracts, starring in series, traveling, winning awards, expanding internationally. Some comments summarize it well. She is alone with herself, determined, intelligent, a warrior, a winner. That's the narrative worth focusing on, not the imaginary list of men. And when it comes to love, she has the right to live it without explaining anything. To choose, not choose, be alone, be accompanied, protect the private. Real freedom is not denying relationships, but refusing to let them define who she is. Demet is no longer just a popular actress. She is a woman aware of her own worth. That's why the real issue isn't who she is with, but how she keeps walking without being defined by external noise. While others try to trap her in stories that don't even exist, she shows she doesn't need a male reflection to shine. And perhaps that's why so many can't stand it. A free woman destroys the narratives imposed on her. Demet is not a rumor, not a headline, not an accessory to anyone. She is a complete story, written in first person. And above all, she doesn't need permission to keep writing it.